Ladies and gentlemen, traders, welcome back to another Relentless recap. Guys, hit that thumbs up as you're tuning in. If you're a new viewer, consider subscribing to the channel as we are getting into it. All right. So, as you guys can see from the thumbnail, we are finishing the day up $3,200. Another decent day here in the market. So, we're going to talk about the patterns that we traded, some of the entries. We're going to talk about how we manage risk. And before we really do that, of course, remember our disclaimer. Remember that day trading is risky business. Remember that a lot of people out there are having a hard time. So you got to take it easy in the beginning, become competent and experienced before putting out a lot of risk, before sizing up and being aggressive. All right. Other than that, remember the live streams and recaps are never a reason to try and copy trade. Copy trading is the quickest way to take yourself to the depths. Lastly, I do not invest for my subscribers. What that means is that I'll never message you first. I'll never just start a conversation with you for no reason. I will never try to sell you any sort of nonsense and weird links. And I do not use WhatsApp and Telegram. So stay safe and be careful. All right. Other than that, let's jump into it. So there's a few stocks that we traded today. We had IVP, ISN, ZAP, and a few others. TOYO, we can start there. That was the biggest loss. TOYO. So coming into the open, and for some context, we did start off a little lower down there around 197, pushed up to 390. Coming into the open, which is where I got involved, I was watching to see if we could get the 1 minute candle to make the new high, but this thing did not continue. So ideally, I wanted to see us hold nicely here and then push higher with another green candle. That wasn't the case. Instead, we went right back down, stopped out for some losses there. Just a little disappointing to not get that follow through. It did try to get back over VWAP here, but was not able to successfully push through. Even right here, we would have loved that red to green, big green candle and continuation. Sometimes it just doesn't happen. You know, you don't get that beautiful breakout and then the flag and then the continuation, right? This is what we would have wanted to see. Sometimes it's just not the case. So that's TOYO. I did mention right here we had a bit of a reversal area, but you know, it did bounce, but not significantly. We went from a low of 233 to a high of 266. I mean, there's some sense in there, but didn't really get back above VWAP. Moving on, we have SNTG. SNTG. Let's pull it up. So this one started yesterday in after hours around 240. Today in pre-market made its way all the way up to 485. Very impressive move. Not too bad at all. And this is what we like to see when it comes to these stocks. It's a strong, aggressive move. But, you know, for all the pullback that we had, we wanted to see a red to green. From, you know, highs of 485 down here to 280. Can we see a bounce coming into the open? And you know what? It did give a bounce. It did give a bounce. But opportunity is going to cost me on this stock. So initially volume is light, not a ton, but it really pulled away here around 946. And around this time, I was just trading other opportunities. From this move, you know, we consolidated sideways and I got caught trying to get the breakout here. I'm a little late to the show. Hey, can I get the breakout opportunity? Instead, we have topping wick and topping wick. Gave back a little here and luckily stopped out tightly and was able to move on. So SNTG, just a little disappointing. Even right here, trying over VWAP, another massive topping wick, man. Just a little disappointing. So coming down to the next stock on the list, QLGN. QLGN. This one was a sub $1 stock and actually was very strong. Started off pre-market around 20 cents. Got its way all the way around 45 cents for highs. Coming into the open around 30 cents after the pullback. Like the other one, we wanted to see a red to green. Can we go back to the upside because of this, you know, big drawdown that we're in here? Can we get a bounce? Can we get a bounce from this big drawdown that we just had? And so said, so done. But this is the type of stock where if you're not paying attention to it and you're skipping around through different stocks like I was, you're not going to be in position, man. And that's what really happened to me. It's like in this area here where I needed to be watching this thing closely for entries, consolidation, I'm nowhere to be found. And right here we had the breakout right there. If I'm in right here or in versus these lows, I can be selling on the way up. That's ideally how I want to be in. But if not, I can scalp the entry here and then sell higher. But again, nowhere to be found. So by the time I pulled it up, it's like already over here. And it's like, man, where can I even get involved? I'll need some sort of a pullback to be in, maybe a VWAP to then get the next move. But instead we had this red candle here. Just didn't feel comfortable buying. It did work because we went higher after, but just didn't feel comfortable buying here. So I didn't go in. It pulled back, tried again, got up to 43 up here at this trend line. And after a bigger pullback, and this is where I could have gotten involved if I was still watching at the stock down here. But you know, the thing is that the first move is the best move in my opinion, right? Hey, Relentless, what's the first move? Well, the first move for me is this initial incline right here. Into the open, this is the first move, right? Anything after in this area is tricky because oftentimes we only see a first move. A lot of days, so many days, this right here doesn't even hold. It just comes right back down. And I'm the guy trying to buy, selling, lower, lower, lower. So I'm always, when if I miss the first move, it's like, it's always a little tricky. It's not that these stocks can't go, but you know, we were just at 29 cents. Now we're at like 45 cents. It's just a little tricky to get in, especially when we're seeing so many of these stocks fail in this area. But this one held up. It tried, it rejected, and it tried again. So this was some good strength here, actually. Right? We tried here, we held up. We tried up top, rejected, it held up again, tried again. And this time we had a flag. It wasn't just a candle straight up. And this is what I like to see for a move. This is where I can get involved if I come late. If I come and I see this candlestick here, it's so hard for me to buy. But if I come to the stock late and I see this right here happening, beautiful pullback, 1 minute candle making the new high, beautiful pullback, 1 minute candle making the new high, this gets me excited to jump in and then get the move. But again, not looking at the stock. So this one was beautiful. It really truly was beautiful. Beautiful momentum. A little bit of a flag here, but didn't quite work out. But we had the longer consolidation, which did curl up, giving us our high of day at 58. QLGN, if I'm to trade this one exclusively and watch it this only all day, I think we would have had a solid day. But opportunity is going to cost. And as you guys can see here, I was trading NISN as well as ZAP. ZAP, just to quickly touch on it, not much here. At least actually, no, I was up 500 on ZAP. So there might be a little bit here. I did give back. So ZAP, you know, this one has been in play recently. We've kind of been consolidating. And it recently broke down. Well, let me say in pre-market it broke down. And likewise with any stock that's made a move up and pulled back coming into the open, I want to see the red to green. And it did curl up nicely coming into the open from lows of 1165 up to highs of 1330. Bigger pullback, but held up the dip here. Bear flag breakout, and this was aggressive, going from 12 all the way to 1360. So, you know, ZAP was decent initially. I was up 500 bucks. I gave back some. I did miss a key breakout, I believe. It was over 1235 or 1277. I think over 1277 right here. Sometimes you just look away for a second at something. You look back, this thing's at 1330. You know, a 60-70 cent move. But where I got into trouble was trying to get the dip over here, and it just not holding up. So I had to say, hey, you know what? This thing is looking like backside in these areas like this. So I had to just say, that's it. Enough is enough. Let me pull up the show trades to see exactly where it was. Yeah, right here. I'm like, enough is enough. We gave back too much. Let's leave this thing alone. And we did. We took our 90 bucks. It wasn't the full 400 or 500 that we had, but 90 bucks is better than no bucks. In just a couple of minutes, $90. I still remember my humble days at Amazon, 16, 17 bucks an hour. So, on the days where I give back profits, these are the things that help me to not get frustrated, is that between 9:33 and 9:50 in 20 minutes, I was able to make $93 here in 20 minutes. It's still way better than what I was doing. So is that my expectation, or is that what I'm pushing for? No, I want to be up 10,000 on this stock in 20 minutes if possible. But when things don't go according to plan, which, this is the market, that'll happen from time to time. This at least helps me to keep my sanity. Because when you go from 500 to $90, that doesn't feel good. But at the end of the day, I can walk away and still smile, knowing that this is something. That was up. Next, we had NISN, which is where most of my focus was in the early morning. So this one, let's see. Actually, no. My focus wasn't primarily on this. Looking back at it, it looks like this one popped up and kind of gave the halt resumption. NISN. My E-Trade timed out. I'm just going to use it. Okay, get off the screen. NISN. So this one popped up. We had a resumption. We had the dip and rip up here, and I got involved. We got halted up around 11:02. It resumed at 11:14. It dipped. I think it had dipped to like. I need to pull up the video because I can't remember. Screen recording looking good. What time is this? 9:57. 11:50. Okay, dipped. It opened up around. It opened. We had a high of 11:50. Dipped down to like 11:10 area. I'm along at 17. And it gets up to like a high of like 99. But there's a spread 99 by 73. I'm in 1,500 shares, average of 21. I did get slippage on some shares. And that was my first trade there. So I did give back a little bit and then made a little back after that. But yeah, that was NISN. And then lastly, IVP, which was the stock of the day, other than the cheaper one that did well, QLGN. For the above $1, IVP was the one. And my adjustment, right? So I made an adjustment recently, which was, hey, I've noticed after watching Archive that on days where we had like MLGO and some of these other stocks, like some people might wonder, man, how the hell didn't RT make money on those days? Well, what happened to me is that I was getting in all the right areas, but I was keeping too tight of a stop, selling too soon. And for me, a lot of scalping here is risk management. And a lot of times I aim for a break-even stop. I don't even let the stock go against me. But in this market right now, it's backfiring because let's say I'm in, we push up 20 cents, but let's say I'm looking for like a 40-cent move or something, or a 15, something like that, right? Let's say the stock pushes up 15 cents and then sharply pulls back to my entry. I'm out. It's like I needed to give the stocks more room to maneuver. So, I'd be out, and then of course it gets back up to that 15 cents where we were, and then erupts 50 cents. And it's like, are you kidding me? So I'm like, okay, I gotta give these stocks a little bit more room to maneuver. And today is another massive day for me because with just 700 shares, 1,000 shares, I think I went up to 1,500 shares once. With 700 shares, I was able to make $2,600, right? Like $3-4 a share. So it really goes to show you when it comes to getting these 10, 15, 20, 30, 40, $50,000 days, if you can stomach the risk and you can take on that share size, it's possible to see 50K days. If I'm using 7, 8K shares, 10K shares, 15K shares in all these same entries, but of course liquidity is also something too, which is why some people do prefer the direct access routing platforms, especially on a stock like this where I'm utilizing primarily limit orders. But IVP did its thing, man. So yesterday, well, the day before yesterday, it was in play. We had a high of 946. We had a pretty early halt up around 785. We resumed higher, it pushed up, pulled back. We held up the VWAP area nicely. This was good to see. And we did a massive red to green here, going from about 750 up to 1076. And this stock was resilient because after this move, and we had gotten halted again right here, this dip and rip was, I think, pretty good as well. After this move up, we had a ton of topping wicks, but it would not go away. It would not go away. Let's see, 1035. Did I catch the dip and rip at 1035? I don't really show too many archives on YouTube these days. Yeah, I think I made some money, but then I gave back. Let's see. Oh no, it doesn't look like I made that much. I must have had a. Let me see. Let's look at this. All right. 79. Did I take break of 10? No. It looks like it had some trouble. Let me go back some more. Or unless we resumed and just kept going up. 950. Let's see. I think that's what happened. We resumed. Okay, and it just started going up slowly. Oh, no, there's a dip. And you can see how risky this is, right? This is why you guys can see us be up, like any one of us, myself, Marcelo, Tim, Triad. It's why you guys will sometimes see us up in a trade, up on a day, and then red. Like we could be up 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, and then we have like a massive $2,500 loss. We can't lie. There's no way around it than to say that this is risky, because there are days where the dip doesn't stop dipping. We take that trade there, and like you look back and it's like $1 share. I mean, the risk is real, but scared money don't make no money, man. So we know that the setup works out over time. Right here, I tried to get back in, but I think I got the higher filled 89 or 79. It didn't continue, so we had some losses. But yeah, this thing ended up going up more, all the way to 1076 right there. So we didn't get to quite capitalize. But this is where we had the pullback, and from here we curled back up, and again it pulled, tried for the new high, had trouble, and then curled back up until over here where, and it's crazy because you can see resistance. You can even put a bubble here, resistance, right? When we finally get over resistance, and you'd like to think that this is now the zone where we're gonna hold. It's why you gotta always be so careful, man, because you think we'll keep holding, and just going up. Okay, it held once, twice, three times. Even the third time I don't love, but it held up. And where we thought we're gonna see that potential green candle to go higher, we blink, we look back, this freaking thing is down massively. So yeah, it's part of the deal, the flushes. But in after hours, it's still continuing. So maybe on Monday, we will see this one in play. We've been seeing continuation names recently, so I think this is going to be good for us. But yeah, that's where I'm going to look to end it off here. So guys, be sure to check out the course website if you are interested in getting involved in MMU. We have our new coupon, right? Our new coupon is now active. You guys can utilize coupon code STATION for 40% off. We will be giving away a trading station. All right, guys, we'll be giving away a trading station. So you guys can look forward to getting involved. And good luck to the winner. So in order to enter, we're doing it a little differently. In order to enter, right, you have to be a student. You have to be either an existing student or someone who is going to become a student utilizing this new coupon. After you're a student, you can then go down, and I can scroll down right here. You can scroll down, and this will be your ticket into entering into the raffle. All right, so you can click up on here and scroll down. Once you purchase this right here, and there's different amounts of entries that you can buy depending on how many times you want to be entered into the wheel. So if you're looking for just one entry, you can, $10 will get you into it. And so forth and so forth, right? Your name will be entered onto the wheel. We'll do the spin, and we'll see whoever wins, right? So we're going to be giving away a portable trading station, right? A portable trading station. So yeah, good luck, and again, utilize coupon code STATION, all right? Stay safe, stay green. It's been Relentless Trader. Enjoy the weekend. Do not obsess over the markets. The markets will always be here. Enjoy that time with friends, family, your other business, your other project, your other job, whatever it is, and recover, rest, relax, and then study up whenever you can. Sunday primarily for me, and then Monday again. All right. Stay safe, stay green. Hit that thumbs up on the way out. Consider subscribing to the channel if you are a new viewer. It's been Relentless Trader, and I am, of course, signing out.